word did they completely forget about that Caleb remembered? They forgot that the Lord said, I am giving you this land. That's what God said. And Moses, they're just sending the spies to get a lay of the land, to figure out what the plan should be. We're going to take the land because God said so. But what happened was they got in there, they saw the environment, they saw the circumstances, they got scared. And this one sentence right here, it always gets me. It says in verse 33, when they saw the Nephilim, and we seemed to ourselves like grasshoppers, and so we seemed to them. I wrote about this in my book, Faith Beats Fear, about how we can project. They said to myself, I'm a grasshopper. That's how I feel. I feel so small. And so that's how we seemed to them. But as spies, they're hiding out, they're incognito. So how do they know what the giants thought of them? They never had a conversation. That's what they thought of themselves. And so they then assigned that same label as if it came from the giants and the people who were living in Canaan at that time. But that was all in their mind. It was all in their mind that they were grasshoppers. It was all in there. So I'm repeating it because I want to let you know that God has promised you some things. God has said, okay, I'm going to give this to you. And perhaps you kind of took a step forward in the journey. And as you were walking, you were like, oh, hold on a second. These are some obstacles that I did not anticipate. This is looking scarier than I thought it would be. This is looking like more of a challenge than I assumed it would be. And so instead of keeping your mind on the word of God, the promise that God gave you, your eyes start wandering around the circumstances. And now you're thinking, okay, how can I do this? Do you see how the attention or the focus has shifted? It shifted from God to self. Like, what can I do? How can I take this over? How can I accomplish this? When the truth of the matter is, it's all God. It's God's plan. God is the one who gives the land to them. God is the one who would protect them and keep them so that no matter how big their giants are, that God is going to make a way that they can possess this land. And if you are in a situation where you feel unqualified, where you feel unprepared, where you feel small, like a grasshopper, I really want you to pause and reflect on that. I want you to think about it, because you may very well be allowing something that's in your mind that does not align with the will of God to keep you from your destiny.